Look, Sandstar, I've tried to make this 3 times for you, and every time has been a catastrophic failure. You're just gonna have to concede that upside-down egg stew is not a thing that can ever exist. It was entirely created by your mind, and it's impossible to make be. You just aren't trying hard enough. Try again a 4th time. Look, the closest I've got to something edible was the 2nd time, and it looks and feels more like sovereign glue than anything you'd actually want to eat. Just give up on it, Sandstar. I'm not going to give up on it. If we can't make this using mundane methods, we will try magic. Lilamva, try and conjure up upside-down egg stew. I'm afraid I don't even know where to begin. Magic doesn't work like that. You just cast it and it happens, right? I need a point of reference if I'm going to make that food. I've never seen or tasted upside-down egg stew, and I don't want to eat that thing that Ishan made. I don't blame you. Fine, if you can't make it. Rune, you can surely make it, right? Mage magic is different. Surely it will work just fine. I don't think even Kelvin would be able to conjure up what you had in your mind, though I would pay money to see you try and explain it to him. Oh, you just watch, Rune. When we get back to Waterdeep, I'll ask him, and he'll have no problems going into my mind and making this food a reality. I bet you 10 gold that he can't. Oh, a wager, eh? Well, consider that gold lost already. If that's the case, I also wager 10 gold. And I also wager 10 gold. Lilamva? I think it's a pretty secure bet. I'll also wager. All ye who doubt will be proven wrong when Kelvin shows us his mighty magic at work. You'll all be eating upside-down egg stew before you know it. For now, let us keep exploring. Who knows, maybe some of the ancient lore in this Mages Guild will have that recipe. Are you mocking me? No, why would I do that? Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play The Eye of the Beholder 3, Assault on Myth Drannor, and when last we left off, we're still exploring the Mages Guild, a very dangerous place indeed, and one where we definitely need haste if we're going to get anywhere, and a spiritual hammer if we're going to deal with these foes effectively. We'll cast haste last, because that is the spell that we cannot recast should it run out. We could prepare another casting of it, but I'd prefer to have more fireballs just in case we need them. We'll have a prayer there, and an aid spell on Valendra, and then it's on Sandstar. There we go. Finally, we're all much faster, and now it's time to go back down to the area where those undead are. We haven't been up here, so it's probably a good idea to explore very carefully, because there they are, and there's that ranged attack that I did not want to fall victim to. And Rex's spiritual hammer is taking a while to come back, but there it is. Let us explore carefully. Indeed. Guitar Riff Door reveals one of these, and a second one. I don't know if that is a ability that certain ghosts have, or if that's magic. It would make sense if that's magic. It could be a cone of cold or something like that. If that's the case, I really don't want to fall victim to it. Let's keep exploring in the meantime and find nothing. I see some buttons there. Let's wait on using them until later. Guitar Riff Door, and more of these. I'm going to attack here, even though it means that we won't have the hammers until now. Nothing in here? Okay. What about in here? Nothing in here either, and I think this brings us to the outer area which we walked around, which means we have only this left. Be ready to move as soon as I press these. We don't want to get trapped in this small alcove. I agree. Be observant, everyone. 1, 2, and we definitely want to move because there's at least 2. There are loads of them. Yep, moving was a smart idea, because that was 4 enemies. Nope, that was 5 enemies! I should have definitely looked this way before I said that they were all gone. What is in here that was worth it? A scroll. Let me read this. Evil shall rise by hand of dark god. This is really difficult to read. I must guard against doom of Myth Drannor. If needs must, shall abide here forever. This parchment is already disintegrating. And it is gone. That is ominous indeed. What did it mean by abide here forever? Maybe there's an eternal guardian that has chosen to guard for all eternity. Will we have to face that? That remains to be seen. A necklace of magic missiles, not really that useful. A wand of fireballs, we could get rid of a wand of magic missiles. As for this, the Ring of Trobriand. We have read about what Trobriand was up to. Let's see what this does. Intelligence 18 will get rid of the Ring of Feather Falling. It doesn't do anything for intelligence or strength, but we will certainly have it equipped, and we'll get rid of this Ring of Adornment in favour of the Ring of Feather Falling. We'll drop something else. Cure serious wounds. We'll drop that. We definitely want to hold on to that instead. As for the Necklace of Magic Missiles, it might be useful. We could drop that instead. There we go. Let's see about getting out of here, because I think we pretty much have explored all that we can here. And that sound means that we're going to be heading back into an area full of ogre slugs. I believe the way out is to the east, though I can't be sure about that. And these foes are definitely going to try and stop me. They're much easier to take care of when you have an entire party, as opposed to exploring all by yourself. This is looking familiar, and this has brought us back to here. This area has no enemies to speak of. I'm glad they didn't reappear over here. So, where else can we go? The only way we can go is to try and solve this riddle that we found over here. Ah yes, the riddles about the seasons. That book that you have spoke of it. Indeed it did. Let me consult that again. It says earth elementals are most likely to thrive during the winter. Earth and winter, fire and summer, air and autumn, and water and spring. Perhaps we have to go into the teleporters in that order? Not a bad guess. We'll give it a go. So let's find winter. There we go, because it's definitely winter first and earth. So in we go. And here are some more of these that we can take care of quite quickly. And we did take some damage. There's another scroll of water breathing here, and I really want to hold on to that. The game giving me so many of them is making me concerned that we might need them. As for these doors, no enemies behind this one. And there is a tapestry displaying water. A magnificent tapestry of fine spun silk, scarcely faded by time. What about this one? That is earth. Perhaps this is the one that we're meant to go through, as we went through the portal of winter, and this represents the element of earth. Let's have a look at the other ones first, just in case. That one definitely represents fire. And this one represents the air. So we should go into the one for earth first. Brace yourselves, this could end badly. Nothing happened. Not yet, anyway. What does the book say we should do next? We should now go into the summer teleporter and give fire a try. We've given fire a try numerous times. That is the water one. That is the earth one again. This one is for fire. If anything is happening, I hope it's something good. This is autumn, where we need to go and find the air one, which is this one. And finally, we need to find spring and water. Water is here. I think it's a good time to save, just in case we're teleported into certain peril. Let's see what threats lie beyond. The answer is an obvious ambush by what looks like suits of animated armor. It could be something far more horrifying, but until I see otherwise, I'm going to presume they're animated suits of armor and move forward, so that we don't get attacked by more of them. Whoa, you guys are huge! Ah! Who said that? Up here, silly, by the ceiling. You can fly? Of course I can. What do you think these wings are for? What's your names? I'm Sandstar, this is Valendra, Rune, Lilanva, Ishan, and Rex. I've never seen a lizard that big before. I am a Sorial. I seek the Codex of the Plains. Have you seen it by chance? I'm afraid not, no. I have my nose in far different books than that, but if I ever do see it, I'll be sure to let you know. If I know where you are, that is. My name is Buganius, but you can call me Bug for short. My master always did. That is, until I turned him into a bug one day. Boy, was he mad. I was trying a new spell, and I didn't do it on purpose. Well, I sort of did, but you know I didn't really mean to hurt him. I turned him back after a couple of days. Boy, was he angry, but not too angry. So you're a spellcaster. That I am. I study the arcane, much like I do. And you're a fae. How do you know that? I've read a couple of books on your kind before. There are many things that make you stand out as a fae. Well, very observant of you. Anyway, why are you here? Are you here to study? I like to study sometimes, but I usually don't sit still long enough to get anything done. But I like to study sometimes. We seek to vanquish a creature of great evil. I just hate evil creatures. Are you going to make it sleep for a long time when you find it? Can I come? I can help, yes, help a lot. I know lots of good spells, lots of powerful spells. You could always have another wizard. You can never have too many wizards. Oh, trust me, you can have too many wizards. What does he mean by that? It's a long story that I don't want to get into. We could use another wizard, but our party is pretty full as it is, and it's not like somebody could just disappear into nowhere. Actually, I can make that happen. I don't want to turn into a bug, thank you very much. That's not what I mean. I'm a fae, and I have plenty of powerful fae magics. I could teleport you wherever you want to go. Really? How does that work? It's my connection to my lands, as it were. It's not something I can do often, but I could take you anywhere, within reason. You want to go to a forest? I can take you there. You want to go to a river? I can do it. Could you take me to the 7 mountains so that I could go back home to my clan? I could certainly do that. I think I know where that is. You'd want to leave our company, Ishan. It's not like I want to leave your company. I'd gladly travel with you all the way through Myth Drannor. But you want Bug with you, I can tell, and I do need to report on our mission to my clan leaders. They may want to send other people, and they may not know that I'm still alive. I'd like them to know that. Besides, I do miss my home a little. I would like to see how it's doing. We'd miss you, Ishan, but if you wish to leave, we can't stop you. I know, Lilanva. I'll miss you all too. Perhaps if you're still here in a few months and my clan send another expedition, maybe I'll be leading it instead of being at the back. So you want me to teleport you back home? Yes, as long as you actually can do that. Oh, I promise I'll get you far away from here. That's not quite the same, but I trust you. That's a good idea. It's a good idea to trust me. I'm dependable. Then get your things together, Bug, and let's move on. Great, let's go. And alley-oo! Perfect. What's that? Oh dear, that's a Scalader. Oh, we're in trouble, aren't we? Oh, we're in serious trouble. Fight it with all your might. We've trapped ourselves. That we have. But it doesn't seem to be wanting to attack us. Why is that? Maybe it's trying to stare us down. Or maybe it's that ring you found. The ring. Yes, it could be the ring. I don't care what it is. We'd best deal with these foes as quickly as possible, and recover all of Ishan's possessions. Did you know that you were going to make all of his possessions not go with him? I didn't know that was going to happen. My magic can be unpredictable at times. You're telling me. Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance, everyone, but I think we should deal with all of these mechanical monstrosities and then keep exploring. I don't have to deal with them. They usually ignore me, because I'm by the ceiling when they go past. That's awfully handy. Right, let's quickly grab these things. I'll have them all in my possession in a moment. Could you be a little faster than a moment? I think those things are getting closer. Don't worry. They won't pester us for long. You're awfully confident about that. I have to be confident. What else can I be? That is a ring of wizardry that this person has, and that's a really nice item. Unfortunately, quite a few of these things cannot really be used by a bug, so we're going to that there. String of sustenance we can hold on to. Then again, Bug may be able to scribe some of these scrolls. For now, though, let's deal with the food situation. Wonder why those Scaladers didn't hurt us, because they're nasty. If they could have hurt us, I'm sure they would have. And we'll try and scribe these scrolls. Select the mage who will scribe the scroll. Bug. Bug has now learned protection from paralysis. There are a lot more spells that we can get Bug to learn. Like True Seeing. And improved invisibility. Remove curse. Okay, what spells does he actually have? Does he have this one? No. Any others? Flesh to stone. Very unlikely that he has that. Rune has that, but Bug doesn't. And what else can we get scribed here? Water breathing seems like a useful one to have learned. Hold person and hold monster. You already have that. You don't have that. Disintegrate. Highly unlikely you have that. Anything else? And flesh to stone. You already have that one. Good to know. Hold undead. You might not have, though. And lightning bolts. You do have lightning bolts. That's good. Hold monster. We don't have one of fireball, but it's very likely that you have that already. Let's actually go through your spells and see what you can memorize. Magic missile, detect magic, armor's good. You have improved identify, which is nice. We could always do with another person that can cast that. And detect invisibility, mouse acid arrow is fine. Another protection from paralysis might actually be better. We'll have haste, fireball, and water breathing. I get the feeling we might want that. As for here, ice storm and remove curse. You have 4 of these. We'll have Wall of Force and Hold Monster. If we get a Scroll of Cone of Cold, that'd be useful to give to you. And you have none of those. Let's look at your stats, shall we? You are a neutral good sprite male, definitely confirming that Bug is a fae. Strength 10, Intelligence 18, Wisdom 10, Dexterity 17, Constitution 15, Charisma 17. And your armor class is currently 3, which is pretty impressive. So now we have 2 mages, 2 clerics, and a paladin and a thief. A pretty well-balanced party, with a lot of spellcasting. We also have some slots free, which we can use to pick up those items again. That screeching sound from the Scaladers, not the nicest sound. They're really not going to attack us, are they? I'm very curious as to what's holding them back. It could very well be that ring, as Lelanva said. That wizard was doing experimentation. Indeed. But why would he make a ring like that? Probably because he didn't want to die at the hands of the Scaladers. That is a good point. I'm still curious about its power. I'd rather that we were less curious about its power, and that we instead got out of here. Oh, we can do that. We can just fly over them. You can just fly over them, Bug. We do not have wings. Well, that's silly. I could give you wings with some magic. I think I'll pass on that. And when we come back, folks, we have emerged on the next level of the Mage's Tower. And we have a pretty good party here. Unless we get a really, really good potential companion in the future, I think we've got our final group. I think it's a nice, balanced team, with loads and loads of spellcasting. And we could always do with loads of spellcasting. Also, we could see if Disintegrate does something against these foes. Oh, the spell dissipates harmlessly into the ether. And it had no effect whatsoever on the Scalader. Fair enough. Worth a try at least. And so, when we come back, hopefully we'll deal with all of these foes and keep moving forward. I'm just glad they're not hitting us. Because if they were, we'd all surely be dead by now. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.